let's do it for old time's sake. How you doing? YouTube and Facebook. Welcome to Massive Beers. This started off as an unboxing. Um, you know, uh, but then I wanted to talk about a couple things real quick. So I kind of did like, okay, it's an unboxing, but there's also other stuff going on. So just jam it all into one. I kind of want to do a channel update slash shed update. It has evolved into more things. It's getting closer and closer to penultimate completion. So it would be it probably behoove me to kind of go through and do like a kind of assessment of how I have everything set up here. That's about what this video is about. This video is about an unboxing and life stuff and music stuff. So changing jobs again. I'm leaving my current graphic design job. I'm running a print shop and moving into in-house graphic design for a company. That is what it is, but it's going to change some of my kind of beer coverage because I'm going to be working in a completely opposite direction to where I am now. So that should be kind of fun. I get to pick up some more PA beers because I'm going to be working in Pennsylvania again. So that should be pretty fun. I'm looking forward to that. Have a couple beer trips kind of planned. A viewer of the channel, Ty, he sends beer to No Hype Beer Reviews. I think he's beer to a couple different people. We chat on Instagram every now and then. We're planning kind of a beer little get together. We're going to meet up down at Warwick Farms and kind of zip over to like Conclave and a couple other breweries and stuff like that in May. So I'm going to keep an eye out for that. He's going to bring some beers along and kind of drop some hopeful Reading Central PA goodness on me. So we'll see how that kind of shakes out. But the most exciting thing, and I've mentioned this in previous reviews, and it's kind of tied to this beer mail here, is I'm going to be making a trip to Syracuse, New York. Syracuse proper. I've actually never been to Syracuse. I've been Syracuse adjacent 1,000 times, but I've never actually spent some time in Syracuse. Long story longer. A few years ago, a gentleman by the name of Sean decided to write me. He was assistant brewer at Buried Acorn Brewery. That's where a bulk of this box is inside this box. I've done an unboxing from him previously. He just kind of wrote me and he was like, "Hey man, going to would love to send you some beers. I think that would be really cool for you to talk about on your channel." Yada yada. You know, when people want to send me stuff, I usually do a little, Q&A or a little vetting of them, looking around. And I went to his Facebook, looked around, and I kind of was like, I might have met this guy before because he had a lot of similar past life experience stuff, basically more music-based, DJ-based, techno-based stuff. Turns out he's an old techno DJ. He used to work at a bunch of record stores I used to go to in New York City, and just kind of chatting about music on Sound of the Beer and stuff like that. And he kind of poked me, and he's like, "Hey, you should just come out and play. I still throw parties." That's what this is about. Parties up at Buried Acorn. He's like, "You should come out and play." And I was like, "Man, I suck. I haven't played in forever. I'm out of practice." Granted, this is a couple years ago. Well, the shed has bestowed on me, and I'll move this over here. You probably can't see it. Over here is all my like music stuff, like turntables, the whole nine. And once I get the shed kind of up and running, I started practicing my ass off again. And he poked and prodded me a couple more times, and I said, "You know what? I'll do it. Let's book it." So in kind of like fall of last year, he's like, "Okay, how about this day, April 6th, 2024?" I said, "Let's do it to it." So I've been practicing diligently, trying to get a set together. It's a super unique thing for me because, not to get too in the weeds when it comes to music, is that when I used to DJ, and I used to DJ all day, every day of my life, it was very much just what I did. Traveling to New York City, at least a couple weeks every month to buy records, but this is like pre-internet. So you got to go there and just pull a bunch of records, listen, pull a bunch of records, listen for hours and hours. And I'm a vinyl guy, but while I have maintained my vinyl elitism, as you were, that world has kind of passed by, and it's all digital now. when people do DJ now, they use a couple different formats for mixing MP3s now, and it's basically either Serato or a record box for those that know those kind of things. And I don't know that world. I didn't know that world. I was still vinyl, all vinyl. Didn't mess with that stuff. But I know, going up to this party, playing, I have to live in that world. I just couldn't. Not. I can't go. If I showed up with a box of vinyl, they'd have to get techniques and set them up and hook them up, and I definitely didn't want to do that or impose that upon them. So I got a vinyl setup. I got a Serato setup. I actually just used my turntables and got a controller, vinyl, and a couple things to kind of do it. So it's been a learning curve for me, music-wise, to kind of get back in the swing of things. Just that whole process is not all that different. Honestly, the concepts is all the same. I'm still not using sync. I'm still doing it the way it should be done. And just been practicing, man, putting sets together. Obviously, I'm going old school. There's a lot of great new electronic music out, but I'm still like the jams that I like. So I'm going really old school, really obscure, the shit that I really dug back in the day. And it's going to be fun. So I'm kind of looking forward to it. The name of the party is Eclipse. I'll put a link down below. This is a flyer for it. Actually, my buddy George, like I said, I actually might not have said that. This box bulk of the beer is from Buried Acorn Brewing, where this event's going to be at. It just so happened about 3-4 weeks ago, my buddy George, who travels quite a bit, something happened. Oh, I think my internet went down for a second. I apologize. Which is weird. I got really good internet now. Anyway, he just took it upon himself to go to Buried Acorn. And he just took a picture. He's like, I'm at Buried Acorn. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, I'll grab some flyers for me. So he grabbed the flyers. And while he was there, he talked to the owner, Tim, as George is to do, because he's like, I know this guy. So he can get all this free stuff. George, jerk. And Tim was like, yeah, I'm going to send you back a box of beer with those flyers that you picked up. So thank you very much, Tim. That's what's in here. Plus a couple of beers from Georgia in here. But anyway, that's where this event's going to be at. It is on April 6th, which is 2 days before the solar eclipse, hence the name of the event, Eclipse. And it should be pretty fun. It's 2 rooms, actually, which is pretty damn cool. That there'll be two rooms. It's 18 plus, so it's not just 21 plus. And it's been a while since I've seen. I went under Matthew Massive. I didn't even know what to put. I used to have like 3 different DJ names, but I was like, just put Matthew Massive. I'm on there. I'm on the bottom. I don't mind. I don't care. It's been a long time. It's just cool to see my name on a flyer, and I get to play music. So if you are into electronic music, I say more techno. I assume there's going to be a bunch of different stuff here. There's probably going to be trance and acid house and minimal techno. I'm going to do old school bangers, and by bangers I don't mean they're all great songs, but they're just hard techno for the most part. And you're in the Syracuse area, come check it out. I'm sure if what is it, $20 general admission, 25-day event. And if you watch this and you want to come, shoot me a message. Might be able to hook you up. And I'm super pumped. It's 2 p.m. to 2 a.m. I'm going to drive up day of the event and probably get up there as early as I can. 5 p.m. it starts, so I'll be playing at 5, so I'll be over by 6. I assume they're hour sets. Yeah, I'm terrified, to be perfectly honest with you, but also very, very excited for it. So like I said, if you're in the Syracuse area and you dig that kind of stuff, definitely come by and check it out. So anyway, so yeah, that's the first part, a little bit of travels. Outside of that, before we get the unboxing, life is good, man. Like I said, changing jobs in a good way. I'm not leaving my job because of anything negative. Just wanted to shift to something a little bit different. Well, pays different, which is always nice. Those kind of things should be pretty interesting. Start that actually 2 days after this is when I start. Oh, no, it's not 2 days after this. It's a day after my son's birthday. That's what it is. This is a couple weeks after. Anyway, so that's fun. Mike is awesome. Coolest kid in the history of mankind. He starts freaking school the day after his birthday, too. So the day I start my new job, my son starts school. He's in daycare now. like daycare / preschool. It's like pseudo preschool, but this is him going to the school district and starting school. My mind is blown. I don't even know what to think. Anyway, let's get to the unboxing. Let's see what we got going on. We'll go through the George stuff first. First things first. This is a beer George gave me. I reviewed it before I went on the air. Fiden's Talking in Whispers. That's why the can is empty, because I reviewed it before I went on the air. So that was the first George jam. Second George jam, because George has been traveling like an insane, crazy person. 3 Notched. I think I've actually had something from 3 Notched. I don't know for sure. This is Duke of Clouds Hazy IPA, 5.1%. So low ABV haze from 3 Notched. They are located, are they from Louisville, Kentucky? Virginia. Charlottesville, Virginia. 3 Notched Brewing Company. For some reason, I think I remember reviewing something from them. Somebody down south might have sent me something. We have Alex chiming in on comments. Good evening, Matt, my friend. Hope you're doing well, and I'm hoping you're drinking some beer right now. I obviously taking a break today, but just curious if you're drinking any beer today. Yes, the Fidens, I just showed you. And thanks for stopping by, brother. And Kushwa, I know for a fact I've done some Kushwa beers. It's a West Coast style Pilsner called Flow Deluxe. 5.4% alcohol by volume. Williamsport, Maryland. Founded in Williamsport, Maryland by 3 friends with shared passion for creating exceptional craft beer. Yeah. It's weird to see a donut on a Pilsner. I don't know. It's kind of weird. So those are the George jams. On to the Buried Acorn. I actually have no idea what Tim put in his box. All I know is on the flap he wrote, "Hi, Matt." Thank you very much, Tim. The same hi. All foil top stuff. So Bearded Tears. This is a Bearded Tears aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels with Madagascar vanilla. Imperial Stout coming at 17.6. Say what, son? Oh, good God. Look at that, man. What year we got here? Syracuse, New York. Again, this is where the event's going to be. If you're local, man, I implore you to come out. Drink some good beers. We'll throw a couple aside. Like I said, my set probably going to need, I'm guessing, an hour. That's standard. So after 6 o'clock, it's on. It's on. Next, we have Bearded Tears, aged in Heaven Hill bourbon barrels with Taza organic cacao nibs. Side by sides. I think he sent me Bearded Tears last time he sent me beers. This is their Bearded Tears Pecan Treacle. 6. I should do it. 3-way side by side is 17% beers. Bearded Tears, Salt City Coffee. So it's Costa Rican blend Salt City Coffee. Bearded Tears. Somebody's trying to kill me. Oh man, this is their hazelnut and ancho chili. So, very, 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 very apt. Joe from Beer Patrol, 17.6%. I just took an extra heart pill for fuck's sake. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, fifth. We plead the 5th on 5 17.6% beers. Should I do a side by side? I would do it if Keith's 92 Lumber doesn't like me anymore, so he won't talk to me. So if Keith is around, I do it with him. But I think these might have to be all individual individual reviews, because this is that's just like Joe said. I'll die. Oh, JL Doc stopping by. I haven't watched you in years. My favorite review you did was Dogfish 120 Minute. I'll be a regular again. Very cool. Thanks for stopping by, JL Doc, man. And you know what? I'm going to find me another 120 and just review it. I'll try to find an age one. If I can try to find a really old one, I'll review it, because I haven't had a really aged 120 in a long time, and I'm kind of chomping at the bit. So I think I might know a place. And it's not my cellar, because I drink them. And beer truck. And you can say, 5th. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Chappelle Show for those that don't know what's going on. So there you go, man. This is that's an unboxing of beer. I guess. I mean, 17.6. Are we talking about, is it still beer at this point? I don't know. And do them all side by side. I really, really do, but I also don't want to die. So we'll see how things go. Anyway, so there you go. 15 minutes of me talking about things. Life is good. Work is good. Kiddo is way more than good. Family's good. Liesel's good. Farm is good. Weather is good. Shed is good. Shed is balling. Like, not, no joke. Sometimes I sit in here and I turn around and I look at this and I go, how did I end up here? You know, how did I end up with this man cave of deliciousness? That's why I want to do another kind of like a quick kind of like update, because it's actually oddly quite similar to my last one, but quite a bit different. There's been very, very cool little tweaks and updates and all those kind of things. So I'll have to make that happen. Beer is good, you know, reviewing. I actually have a lot. I have a backlog for the first time. You know, maybe like about 8 beer reviews and backlog. Most of my beer reviews I've been doing in real time. You know, I review 1 or 2, I post 1 or 2, I review 1 or 2. But I just got a bunch of really fun stuff. A couple mix of sixes from like low ABV, like off the shelfy jams that I got. So I recorded a bunch of stuff in quick succession. So you should get steady content for at least 2 weeks. And you have 5, 6, 7, 8 more things now that you get to look forward to. And things are going pretty good, man. I'm pumped. I'm pumped to play this music event. I'm pumped to see what's what. I'll definitely record my set. And if it's train wreck, it's train wreck, but I'll definitely record it, and maybe I'll upload it here. No, I can't upload it to channel here because I don't get strikes against it. I'll post a post-event recap, because I'm sure I'll come back with beer and it'll be a fun video to do, and I'll post a link to like a SoundCloud on the podcast channel, so you guys can check that out if you want. And that's it. I think we are done. We're at 17 minutes. Let's check the comments. One more from Joe from the Beer Patrol. Should do a side-by-side of the gold foil top ones. That would be a side-by-side, buddy. There's 3, not 5, 3 of them. These individually, maybe you're on something. Maybe you're on something. Well, if we're going to do a side-by-side, there has to be the base, you would imagine. If there is a base. So its thing is a base. I don't think there is a base, actually. Yeah, they all have something in it. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. You know, go check out Alex's channel for doing beer. So go check out Joe from the Beer Patrol. You know, for those who don't know, if you don't know Joe, that's really, really, really weird. But he's probably the best beer reviewer on YouTube. And, you know, he was on hiatus for a while from beer reviewing for a decent amount of time. And now he's back in full force. He covers a lot of shelfie beers. He covers a lot of Western New York beers, upstate New York beers. So this kind of jives a lot with his area, Buried Acorn being up by Syracuse. He's just started doing monthly recaps with other beer tubers where he talk about beer and things like that. So he does a lot of interesting stuff. So if you're not subscribed to Joe, you really need to go check it out. So there you go. This is over. I want to go. I think I want to go play some video games or watch the second half of Roadhouse. I just downloaded Roadhouse in 4K, so I didn't get through the whole thing the other day. So I got to watch the second half because I don't know what's going to happen. I've never seen that movie before, like 800 times. So hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. Hopefully you join me. Yeah, Roadhouse in 4K, dude. 4K, 4K, son. 4K, mijo. Yeah. Anyway, so. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing. Go check out the event up in Syracuse. Let's sip some beers. Let's have some fun. Hopefully you check out everybody that chimed in here. And hope to see you next time. Cheers, y'all.